I'm Mr. Hartgrave, and this is everything you need to know about Captain America and Winter Soldier. All right, the first thing you need to know is that you might not need them. You might be able to skip this team. Now, what am I talking about? I feel the only people that really need to invest in the Rebirth team heavily are endgame raid players. If you're in an alliance that is in the Doom 3 raids and your future is the Doom 3.4 raid, like your near future, within the next 6 months, you're going to be doing the Doom 3.4 to 100%, then you need the Rebirth team. Other than that, Web Warriors is absolutely fine. You don't need to invest anything in these characters. I would unlock them. I would have them. Usually there's going to be some use for them outside of, probably required for something here, there, or the other one day. But as far as building into them heavily, investing tier 4s, gear, levels, gold, whatever, you only really need to do that if you're pushing the end game raids. Web Warriors are still incredibly valuable, more valuable than Rebirth. And the main thing tipping Web Warriors over Rebirth and having more value in this game right now is its value in Scourge. So they're both bio global teams. I'm sorry. The Web Warriors are a bio city team and Rebirth is a bio global team. But Web Warriors is required for the first Scourge for nodes 5 and 10. And the city tag makes them more valuable because there aren't as many good city teams. In fact, Web Warriors is probably about the only good city team. Whereas another problem with Rebirth is that you got 2 villains and 3 heroes. So it's not a full hero team. Web Warriors is. You're going to use it in more spots with the 4 Scourges that we have right now than you're going to be able to use Rebirth on. Now, if they do another year-long series of events, another set of 4 Scourges or more or less or whatever, this coming year, what year is it? If they do that, then and require Rebirth for it, then we might have more value in Rebirth later on down the road. But odds are maybe it'll be farmable by then. We're kind of fixing the farmability problem with this patch. We got a lot of new farmability when it comes to the new difficulties that are opening up in Heroes and Villains. Got a lot of new characters on there and the Cosmic Crucible store. Just a ton of farmability kind of opened up in this patch. I'm actually really excited about it. And hopefully it won't be a problem going forward in 2023. We will see. But if you want to hold off on Rebirth, I think that's absolutely valid. Web Warriors is working fine, and it's going to crush the Doom 1, crush the Doom 2, and it's good on the Doom 3 right up to the 3.4. When you get to the 3.4, it starts to have some problems. I still use it on the first node. I use it on the second node, although it's 2 shots for me, and then you can one-shot the boss with it, though, still. So even on the 3.4, Web Warriors doing just fine. That all being said, if you are a new player, a year 1 player, and that's how I'm going to refer to beginners from now on. I used to say beginners, and people are like, what's a beginner and what's a mid? Year 1. You're within year 1. Then there's some value in Captain America and Winter Soldier now. Captain America adds to a very nice beginner team with Thor, you got Thor, Hulk, and Iron Man. If you're lucky enough to get Iron Man, and Captain America is a great character to use to get Iron Man now, because you need shield characters. May as well farm Captain America. At some point, I'm sure Rebirth will become a team that we do build, but Web Warriors a little more available. Did get a peek on Web Warriors just kind of because these 2 teams are really connected as far as what you use them for. Spider-Punk, they're putting him on a node, but it's a late game node. Sucks. I really wish they would have moved Punk earlier and put someone else on the late game node. I don't know. There's also value in Winter Soldier because you do need to build up Hydra at a certain point as a new player, I believe, to get through the Villains campaign. So there's that too. It's good to have Winter, or maybe it's even Mystic. I don't know. New player, year 1 players, tell me down in the comments. But people always want to know which Hydra to build. Build Zemo, build Winter Soldier now. When it comes to Isotope 8, I would suggest Fortifier for Captain America and Striker for Winter Soldier. Okay, so why did I select, Striker for Winter Soldier, and why did I select Fortifier for Captain America? So Winter Soldier is pretty much all damage. Just all, his whole kit is damage. He has a stun on there, but he has like added focus for it. And yeah, so it's like Striker just seems very kind of simple for Winter Soldier. That just makes sense to me. I'm committed to it. I don't foresee myself ever changing it. Captain America is going to be contentious. Like, this is going to be something that people want to debate about. The thing is, with Rebirth, if Captain America dies, the whole team dies. It all folds. As long as Captain America is alive and standing, this team doesn't die. This team is alive and well. So that's why I just lean towards Fortifier and Captain America. I know, weird choice. I don't put Fortifier on anybody. Fortifier is like a useless class, but when there's a couple of characters that you just need to live, Shuri is one of them. I like Fortifier on Shuri because her kit doesn't really do anything. She doesn't really play into any of the other classes, especially if you're not raiding with her. If you're raiding with her, then healer's great. If you're not healing anybody because your fight's over in one turn, you just need her to live until she, gives that defense up and energy. And it's like the same with Captain. He doesn't really do anything. There's no point in having him be a striker. You could make him a raider because a lot of his attacks are area attacks. They hit multiple characters, and you could throw some extra vulnerable out or not. I would just keep him alive because he has all this block chance, all this health, a little extra fortifier. And as long as he can just make it to his next turn, usually he's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be fine. And the more they hit him, the more turn bar everybody gets. He just really kind of keeps the team moving. If Captain America goes down, even if you can just keep him for one more turn, it's going to make a big difference whether you win the fight or make it to the next node and you can heal him for cheap, because all the abilities, the whole team kind of revolves around Captain America being alive. If he's not around, team's just not going to run. So that's why I go Fortifier on him. All right, we talked about Isotope 8. Let's talk about Tier 4s. Now, I'm going to go into their kits and I'm going to show you which Tier 4s I want. But before I do that, I just want to kind of let you know my philosophy on Tier 4s. So my philosophy on Tier 4s is you don't really need the ones that only work on raids. For raid characters, and I know this is counterintuitive, but these raid teams are so good that in raids, they tend to do what they need to do. It's outside of the raids where you need the value, okay? It's when you take this team into a Scourge, when you take this team into War, when you take it into Cosmic Crucible. Those are the Tier 4s. Now, of course, we can't skip any Tier 4s that are a vital piece of the kit for raids. But here's the harsh truth about this team and its Tier 4s in relation to raids, and most teams when it comes to raids. If you need this team at a high level, 3.4 Doom, you need every Tier 4, with the exception of one on this team. I'm going to show it to you. It's a stinker. But for most raid teams, you need all the Tier 4s if you want to run them at the high level. If you want to run Rebirth at anything under the Doom 3, you don't need any Tier 4s. It'll be fine, absolutely fine. All right, let's go ahead and get into the specifics. All right, let's start with Captain America, and let me just run this down. First off, his basic and his special, I think they are skippable. I don't think you need them. Like I said, if you're on the 3.4 Doom, I'm going to have to max this character out. I'm going to need all the Tier 4s when I use this team, but I'm going to wait on the basic and the special at least a little bit. Now, the shield throw. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This upgrade has nothing to do with raids. It's going to help you in raids, but it's going to help you in every game mode. And it's a skill that's going to fill your speed bar too. And those skills are always amazing. Either reducing speed bar, giving you speed bar. Anything with speed bar, more speed bar is good, or less if it's for the enemy. So yes, do this one. This is a good one, but even better than the ultimate is the passive. I would definitely do the passive if you're going to use this team at all, or even just Captain America, because once again, It's not connected to raids, which is great. This isn't connected to raid. There's a portion of this is connected to war, and that's cool. That'd be nice to have in a war context, but really it's getting taunt for 2 turns when this character, so even if you're just running Captain America with like an Avenger team, he's going to throw up taunt whenever he goes underneath 50% max health, which might hurt him, but really he should be big and powerful and be able to handle. Fortifier, once again, Fortifier. This is why I'm going Fortifier on Captain America. He's going to be taunting all the time. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Just let him live. Just keep him alive. You're going to be fine. But yes, this is going to, if you're going to run Rebirth anywhere else, you're going to want this passive done. This is going to be very vital. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into Winter Soldier. Now here, I told you there was a stinker, and it's the basic. I don't see any point in this. I don't see any. What is this? What are you doing? This is from the past. Why have you put a tier 4 from the past in here? All right, never do this. I don't see myself ever doing this. I'm going to have to be so desperate for damage. I cannot fathom it. Actually, none of this is good. None of this. That one is absurd. The rest of these also suck. So really, minimal investment on Winter Soldier for this team. Like I said, for high level raids, I'll probably have to do, all of it except for that basic. That basic is tragic. But yeah, none of this really does anything. So far, and sad fact is going to be Agent Venom, Captain Carter, U.S. Agent are probably going to be all 4. They're probably all 4 going to be, all those tier 4s are going to be vital. But sometimes on these old characters, we get to skip a couple. And for Winter Soldier, you can skip the basic. I would just really make sure, like what I'm going to do, I'll do Captain America's passive and I'll do Captain America's ultimate until I get the team. And then once I get the team and I'll see, hey, is it doing what it needs to do? If it's doing what it needs to do, then no more tier 4s into it. The only tier 4s I would recommend putting on Captain America right this moment would be the ultimate and the passive. If you're planning on running this team in very high level raids. For everybody else, you probably don't need any of it right now. Just wait until you get it. Run it on your Doom 1 or your Doom 2 or God forbid your Ultimus. See if it's working, and then, just don't put any tier 4s on. Save them up. There's a lot better teams out there. All right, finally, and this goes without saying, and then we're going to do some Cosmic Crucible attacks, so stay tuned. Also, make sure you like. Also, make sure you subscribe. We are trying to push up to 20,000 subscribers. I know that is going to be almost impossible to do before the end of the year, but I can only do it with your help, loyal viewer. You, the proud gravedigger to be. Just hit that subscribe button. Come join the club. All right. Anyways, goes without saying that this is a raid-focused team. We've been saying it a few times in this video, but, let me just hit it here in case you didn't see it. What are we going to talk about? Other than raids, this team is going to be good on defense. War defense, Cosmic Crucible defense. I don't see this team doing a whole lot on offense. It's not an offensive team. It's a defensive team. It's all based around block. It's going to get bonuses if you boost it in war. And prepare for this team. You're going to see, you're potentially going to see some very big rebirth teams because, it's a skippable team, but it's kind of cool. It's got Agent Venom on it, Captain Carter. A lot of people like Captain America. You might just see some big rebirth teams out there on defense, and they're going to be pretty hard to crack. Secret is, just disrupt Captain America, take him out, do whatever you need. If you nullify Captain America, the team's going to fold. So I think it'll be a fun team to fight on defense because it'll just be like smash the Captain America and move on. Those 7 red Captain Americas are going to be a nightmare. My recommendation for this team, to build this team, is as follows. So I talked about this in another video, and what I'm seeing for Rebirth is we're just most likely on the next version of this, which I'll have out soon. We're going to do another tier list of all the characters now that we've had some really kind of interesting meta changes this patch. This patch is very fascinating to me, so I'm going to be making another one of these. And what we're probably going to be doing is taking Web Warriors down to tier 15, level 80. Still very functional at that level, but that's like my Scourge level. And that's what Web Warriors is really going to be for most players going into the new year is a Scourge team. And then Rebirth is going to go up here and take their place at tier 15, level 90, and no higher. None of it's required for Apocalypse, and that is verified. Okay, we're going to move on to Cosmic Crucible attacks. Let's go, Mr. Hartgrave. And we're going to do some Cosmic Crucible attacks. I got my Gravediggers here. We're doing it live. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna kind of assume that I'm gonna lose this round, which usually works well for me. If I think I'm gonna lose, I usually do well. I won the last round. I lost the previous round, the one I put on camera. I didn't win that one. And what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna use this zombie Iron Man team on room 6 on this Darkhold with Bishop. I think this is going to work. I think everybody's going to get ability blocked. I think that the damage from Rogue is so extreme that it's going to get through this. I would worry about this more if Dormammu was involved, but even then, Rogue and Gambit would strip all the revives. I think this is a great team. I'm going to use it. All right, let's go. Kind of doing this one for science. I might be losing my entire Cosmic Cruise. If I win this, everything else should be downhill and easy. If I knock this out of the way, then I should be smooth sailing from here. Yeah, this team crushed it yesterday, and it might just crush it today too. All right, so we're going to hit Bishop here. He's going to take me out. That got rid of the taunt off Bishop. He's putting some damage out there, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the ability block on Bishop. I'm going to use the basic. Just do a little damage. Get rid of the taunt. Who got killed? Oh, Emma got killed. That's fine. Emma can die. Oh, man, this team's taking some heat. Okay, now I have Hela. I'm just going to hit Bishop, I guess. What happened to my turn meter? My turn meter got weird. I guess maybe Emma needed to go to put slow on everybody. Because typically, Rogue has been going before Hela. This kind of screws up my entire thought process, but let's see if we can overcome it. I don't love what's happened here. Gambit's died. That's god-awful. I needed to put the ability block down with Gambit, but I also needed Hela to not get ability blocked as well. Everything's bad is basically what's happening right now. All right, we can throw some ability block on Morgan Le Fay. That's the first good thing that's happened in this entire fight. Let me put the ability block over here on Wong, and hopefully we can get to Hela's turn. It's all up to Hela and Rogue right now, and Hela is not doing her best. She's not leading her best life. Now we got a stun, but everybody's got immunity on. This is hopeless. I'll throw this out here, but it doesn't matter. I was hoping for some kind of miracle on that, and it didn't happen. All right, if Hela can get to her turn, maybe I can make something happen, but I don't know if I can make anything. I'm just going to try to stack debuffs on Wong. Okay. All right, we do get to spread the ability block to everybody. Something good finally happened. And let's try Zombie Iron Man's ultimate and see if that removes all barrier, which is a good counter to this team. I'm just going to try to get rid of Morgan Le Fay. And I just failed. Because she's legendary, she clears everything. It doesn't matter if you ability block her. This room sucks. She's got to be stunned. I think everybody else is going to die. It's really just Morgan Le Fay that I have to worry about. And I think I do have to worry about it. I should remember that the undead Asgardians can kill, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's reviving in here. Oh, this went horrible. I don't think I can keep this. I don't think I can keep that at all. That was junk. The good news is, and here's something I can show you, is that with this patch, let's see if it happens in Crucible, but if you go to quit battle, in raids with this patch, now there's a nice little tooltip up here that tells you exactly what will happen when you click on these buttons, but we don't get that here. I guess it's pretty clear that if I quit battle, it's not going to keep. I guess I can go, The thing is, you don't have to be afraid about these buttons anymore. If you're in raids now, it gives you, and hopefully this will be the case in Tower too. Hopefully Tower will give you this breakdown on what'll happen on which button you press. But all right, let's go ahead and quit the battle. Because I just might want to use this team on something else. I didn't work out. I didn't work out at all. So now I got to switch that around. I got to switch that around, and I'm not sure where to switch it. All right, let me think about this. All right, well, I debated this long and hard, and look, I've decided to use the best Cosmic Crucible team to do it. I don't know. Why don't I use this team more? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea why I didn't just use Unlimited X-Men. I'm not using Phantomix, though, because I feel like he's entirely useless, so I have replaced him with Emma. And I'm really excited that you can just buy Gambit shards now out of the Cosmic Crucible store. I think that's great. Really hoping they make Dazzler and really, really hoping they make Sunfire farmable. I feel like once we have large enough Sunfires, we're going to be able to like crumble anything. But all right, let's give this a go. Let's see how it works. It should work a lot better than what I was trying previously. It just, I don't know. And I gotta put a stun on Morgan Le Fay. Right, chat? I can stun Morgan Le Fay. I just can't do anything else to her. She's going to clear anything else. But I can stun her. And the first thing I'm going to have to do, and this is why Bishop is there, is I'm going to have to ability block out Bishop. That really sucks. But whatever. He's not going to do anything else. Emma's dead. And then we can ability block Wong. Learned my lesson on that. Agatha misses. And taking on some damage. Okay, I got another ability block. Or a blind. I'm going to go for the blind on Wong. I like to hit Dazzler's ultimate when she has offense up. And speaking of offense up, here comes offense up from Sunfire. And yeah, big damage. Let's go. That could have been bigger damage. See, weak-ass Sunfire just doesn't do it for me at all. I feel like if we're not winning, we're probably losing. And now they all have fucking immunity, man. What am I going to do? I'm right back where I was with the other team. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Save the stun? Okay. Okay. Literally doesn't matter. I think we've lost this, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I got another ability block that I can't use, so I'll just single target. If we can kill Morgan Le Fay, then I think we're going to be okay, but I don't know if we can do it. This is so ugly. Wong has cleared his debuffs. Oh, God. I guess I'll use Dazzler's ultimate now because she has offense up in the hopes that that'll help me. And then, okay, Gambit has offense up. Let's go for his ultimate. That's a pretty powerful attack. Great. All right, we're hitting there. We need Rogue to go like yesterday. And we need her to hit really, really hard. Okay, and I cannot get, hopefully, we're not going to kill Morgan Le Fay because she has death proof. And we didn't even get her close. We killed Agatha. I guess I'll let this stand no matter what happens. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Let's go ahead and... which one of these does more damage? It's 300% piercing or... You know what? We'll go ahead and basic into Doctor Strange. Yeah, that does it. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're just barely going to be okay. Great. Okay, we made it. But like it was ugly. Man, this room sucked for me. absolutely sucked for me. I'm salty about it. I'm not happy about that at all. All right, moving on. Moving on. I was not. Chat's trying to make me feel better. They're like, nicely done. That was good, Mr. Hargrave. No, it was awful. It's awful. I lost the whole match right there. All right, but at least I can just throw Dormhold over here at Young Avengers. I know that's gonna work out, so let's do that. My enthusiasm is shot now for this round of Cosmic Crucible. That was awful. So I don't even know, man. What are we just gonna start using Unlimited X-Men? We're not gonna use Undying at all in Cosmic Crucible? I don't know. I love it, man. Yesterday or today. Well, yes, yesterday, because this is on YouTube tomorrow. Go figure that one out. Anyways, somebody called me a shill because I wasn't upset that the second season of Cosmic Crucible got delayed. And I didn't think I gave a shit, and I didn't until this very moment, until right now. Right now, I kind of want all new room bonuses. I want to start over. But that's just because I'm having a bad round of Cosmic Crucible. So maybe the guy taking his hatred out on me is actually mad at himself because he's losing a lot of rounds of Cosmic Crucible. See, up until today, I've been doing very good at Cosmic Crucible. So I've been like, yeah, keep Age of X going. I don't give a shit. But I guess if every single day I was getting my ass handed to me in Cosmic Crucible, like this gentleman probably is, he's probably like, I got extended. I don't have any heroic mutants. My life sucks. Let me take it out on Mr. Hargrave. Fuck that guy. So that's cool. You know, at least I serve a purpose in society. It's all right, I guess. It's all right. You know, if that's my lot in life, I suppose it could be worse. All right, so this is pretty easy, and it's done. Watch all my other attacks just be one-shots all the way through. How dare I enjoy playing the X-Men? How dare I? I know. You envoy piece of shit, how dare you? What am I going to do? What am I going to do with these pieces? All right, speaking of how much I enjoy the Uncanny X-Men, let's go ahead and throw some Uncanny X-Men at some Web Warriors. That is always a good time. I enjoy my heroic, astonishing Avenger Asgardian X-Men. That's right, Al. Holy shit. So yeah, I really like being able to use this team. Which is the main reason why I wasn't really upset that they extended it out, because I just enjoy playing this team. I'm not thinking any deeper than that. I don't give a shit. I just enjoy using the Uncanny X-Men. I like the Uncanny X-Men. Fucking sue me. All right, we almost got this taken care of. This is a really nice, easy attack. I like nice, easy attacks that aren't very stressful. Those are the ones I enjoy the most. It's fun to win a hard attack, but it's not fun to do a hard attack, you know? If I can win, then it's good. If I can't, then it's not so good. All right, there it is. And that's over. I think I only have one stressful attack left, and I think I actually need to go do some blitzing before I do it. So I'm going to put an edit here. All right, I did some blitzing. Is everybody having fun blitzing out there? Merry Blitzmas, everyone. Merry Blitzmas, one and all. Isn't that great? Blitzing for the holidays. All right, so we're gonna do War Dogs versus War Dogs. That's a mixed bag on this. I don't know. My goal is going to be to take out Black Panther. Typically, if you can kill Black Panther, you're in good shape. I just don't know if I can do it. His War Dogs is bigger than mine, and I'm kind of worried about it, quite honestly. I'm not feeling good about this. Not one bit. Nope. Damn, my Nakia got disrupted. That's actually horrible. That is actually horrible. She does clear all negative effects, though, so she's going to be able to stealth. And that's what's important. I'm going to put the vulnerables on Black Panther because I think I'm just going to have to try to kill him with the ultimate from Black Panther BC. I need to get rid of his Black Panther. All right. Yeah, I could go with the... Maybe I need that defense down, though. I don't get defense down on this, though, do I? No. Okay, I'm going to do this and then chain it over. Because normally it chains around anyways. This will make sure it goes over to Okoye and Black Panther BC. All right, let's do it. Yeah, the special's pretty good. Oh, and it goes over to stealth, too, because why the hell not? And, oh, God, he's so close to dead. He's so close to dead, and we got him. We fucking got him. No, he's still... How the fuck is he alive? What is happening? Why is that Black Panther alive? Okay, he's dead now. Oh, Jesus. All right, we're going to go ahead and just hit into this defense down. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill Okoye, but it got her close. And I think that we should be okay. And that's what you got to do. You got to get rid of that other Black Panther. Once you got that done, you're doing pretty well. I think I am going to use Nakia's ultimate right here. This is going to go back and forth. Got rid of Okoye, which is great. That's a lot of damage negated. I don't like... I think I'm going to use the basic, actually. I want to put the defense down. I can't put defense down. They all have... If it has defense up, it repeats the attack. I'm just going to repeat the attack. I'm going to go for Black Panther BC and see just how much damage I can do. Oh, plus Okoye's going to rip some of that from him. And then let's go ahead. I think Black Panther is going to be able to kill him, or Okoye's follow-up did it. Great. And now we can hit the ultimate, which almost killed Nakia, but not quite. But we do have this fight under control now. You know, I thought we put the War Dogs or Wakanda thing to bed, but I don't know if we have. I think it's really up in the air. Which team is better? It depends on how you play it. I think it actually matters how you play the team, what targets you're going after. They might be kind of interchangeable. But I prefer War Dogs. I prefer to stick with them over the old Wakanda. And I think as you build up War Dogs, they're definitely going to be the better team if you have to weigh War Dogs versus Wakanda. But since, you know, a lot of us might have very large Wakanda, very large Killmongers and Bakus, they might outweigh the weaker War Dogs right now until we get more shards on them, until we get more yellow stars on them. All right, at least we won that. Let's go ahead and do Tangled Web on Tangled Web. This should be an easy win because we have Cable. I actually fought one of these with Cable on defense. I think someone out there has been watching my videos. But yeah, Tangled Web with Cable is a really good team because it helps you go just a little bit faster than the other Tangled Web. And then that lets you win. And winning's good, right? Last time I checked, winning was good. My chat likes War Dogs and Cosmic Crucible too. It does feel better with the War Dogs than it does with anything else. I am going to start with the special on Shatterstar because I like to avoid hitting the other characters if I possibly can. I like to try to keep ahead on speed. And let's drop this vulnerable on Shatterstar. Because when I go with my Web Weaver, Spider Weaver is a skirmisher. So I'm going to get the vulnerables on Weaver anyways when I hit the ultimate here. And we are ahead of him. Wow, Kestrel just picked that guy off. I love Kestrel as a 5th for this team. Works very well. I am going to go ahead and hit into Spider Weaver with Spider-Man Noir with the ultimate. I think the damage does matter. I think that Noir is almost a decent character to have on this team. He's not what I would call a good character to have on the team. He's not what I would call a valuable member to have on the team. But he's almost decent enough. That's what I will say about Spider-Man Noir on Tangled Web. And that's all I have to say about this room. Man, it's really going to be that. I got to stop screwing up my first Crucible attack. I keep going into these Crucible rounds and just destroying, just totally ham-braining the first room that I go into. And then I do well on all the other ones. I'm just killing my score. Yes, almost decent enough. That's my official stance on Spider-Man Noir. He's almost decent enough. He almost adds value where maybe some other character wouldn't be way better than him. All right, now we're just going to gamma on gamma to seal this up. I usually win these fights. I don't even want to... I'm glad... I think if I'm going to do gamma on gamma, I should save it for my last attack because it's literally the least entertaining thing to do. Thanks for hanging out this long, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, and those of you watching live. We are going to stun She-Hulk. I'm really excited we can go get Abomination shards now. Abomination might be like a factor in these fights. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I'm going to try to remove these buffs over here. Great. I got all that. I'm just avoiding hitting Red Hulk. That's my strategy. Just do not hit Red Hulk at any cost. Whatever you do, don't hit Red Hulk. Good God, did anyone else notice how much it costs to tier 17 She-Hulk? What the hell is that? Why does She-Hulk cost every tier 17 on the planet? What is this? What special brand of hell is the tier 17 cost on She-Hulk? I am so unhappy about it. Why is that like that? Could we not fix that in this patch? I'm like, good Lord, like it's like 2 or 3 characters worth of tier 17 materials to put tier 17 on She-Hulk. This is not going to feel good. I'm going to do it and then try to forget about it. Yeah, was that Kevin's idea? All right, well, we got our ultimate off with Red Hulk, and things are kind of going our way, which is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and ultimate here with Hulk. We finally killed She-Hulk, which is great. Let's go ahead and let's put a stun on Red Hulk, just because we can, and then that's... he wore off. That stun wore off really quickly, so I was going to hit him a whole bunch while he was stunned, but it didn't quite work out that way. Let me kill Brawn instead. And I'm just going to stick with single targets on Abomination. We're really just going to kill Red Hulk last. Our efficiency isn't the best on this. But what are you actually going to do, man? I lost this whole thing on the first room. Who knows? Maybe my opponent will just totally get hung up on my really weak, pathetic defense. And I'll squeak by a win. Hey, it's happened before. I actually win quite a bit that way. My stupid defense will somehow get a defense win. So that's pretty cool. All right, there it is. There's my Cosmic Crucible attacks. I don't even want to look at the score. It's going to be pathetic. It's no good. I totally failed. I was destroyed. Destroyed. All right, 49,754 points. That sucks. Hopefully this video was better than that score. Anyways, everybody, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, comment down below, and grave diggers, keep digging.
He told me that he thought we were selling out, laying down, sucking